Sure, by now you can deduce what location that is. Yes! Minato! Which means that if we're successful here, all the karakuri that have been gathering dust in Minato until now should suddenly spring to life!
I was starting to think I'd never see them working again. It's been so long.
What we're trying to achieve here is crucial to the survival of the town. The influence of the kimono is growing all the time, and we have no way to defend ourselves. Sooner or later, we'll be forced to abandon Minato. So after many long discussions among the elders, they decided we should work towards restoring the town's karakuri to give us the means to fight back. Which is why your task here is to use your skills to wake up this ancient place.
All Minato's karakuri working again. I just can't imagine it.
It's exciting, isn't it? I have memories from my early childhood when they were still working.
So, I was testing out the closed captions, and they have a security thing for like privacy and all that when it comes to muting your mic. So I kind of said a few lines while my mic was muted, and it works. That's so cool. When I mute my mic, I don't have to worry about people reading closed captions, reading what I'm saying, or, you know, having to do and all that. So, good. No private discussions and all that are going to be recorded through closed captions. All right. Oh, something happening? Whoa. It's like a big old gear system.
The wall is opening up.
We just opened the gates of hell. Ooh. Pretty.
And look at the celestial thread weaving its way. Oh, this I have to study.
So, we did it!
Yes, we did! A great success! You played your part perfectly. Thank you so much. Now, let us hurry back to Minato and see the transformation.
Yes. I can't wait to see what's happening around town. Let's go!
Oh, I need to go back to Minato. Main map. Minato. Might actually have to take out my contacts today. They're bugging me.
Amazing, amazing, amazing! I never dreamed this could happen! Everything is working again! It's like life has been restored to the whole town. Every karakuri is working again. Oh, then the karakuri at the forge will be... This I have to see!
Well, Natsuma's happy. To be honest, there are dozens of things I'd like to experiment with, too. And if you wouldn't mind, I'll be needing your help with many of them. Wow! Isn't this something? I expect you're dying to look around town. I know I am. Just think of the dust flying off all those old karakuri as they spring back to life. The bathhouse near the town gates, for example. The hot waters will be flowing again. Ah, they don't need an attendant now. It couldn't have gone better. And it's all thanks to you.
Whoa! Talk about a surprise.
Alright. We'll start listening to some of the townsfolk.
Your timing couldn't be... Whoa! You want to know what's still to do?
Sweet.
Here's the list.
Obtain 15 materials. I can do that.
All right. I think we're about done for now.
Hunting requests.
You couldn't come with me for a minute, could you? There's a little thing you might be able to help me with. Yataro here is a bit stuck for some materials. I was thinking maybe you could gather them up for him?
I didn't ask for any help. Why are you sticking your nose in?
Come on. Stop being so stubborn. You were grumbling before about not being able to carry on with your work.
Maybe I was. But that doesn't mean I need help from an outsider. Alright. If you're that insistent.
You've got a solid offer of help here, Yataro. You'd be mad not to take it. Where's that list you showed me before of everything you need? Just give it to the hunter here, and we can all get on.
Fine.
Great. When you found everything, just give it straight to Yataro, would you? Arigato!
Why are all the karakuri suddenly moving?
Because I did it.
I've been meaning to talk to you.
Did you make all the karakuri work again?
Yes.
I don't understand. All the right materials in the right quantities? Didn't think you'd come through.
Whoa! Did you manage to find everything already?
Yeah.
That's great, isn't it? Now you can push on with your work. Did you thank your new supplier yet?
No? Why? I'm giving a reward, aren't I?
I should think so. But it never hurts to say thanks, you know?
Look, you're the one who asked for the help in the first place. Alright, if I have to. I just want to say, stop being so weird.
Oi, wait a minute!
That wasn't thank you.
Sorry. I bet you're wondering why you bothered, aren't you? He's always been like that, though. But he's been through a lot, so don't think too badly of him. Of course, that's no excuse for being crabby. I'll have a word with him later.
Looks like there's a couple quests that I can kind of focus on. Let's see what new,
Time for a break, I think.
Yeah, where is she? Oh, she's right there. Just gonna check out to see if there's any new armor.
すみません. I just can't stop watching. It's so fascinating. This karakuri can maintain a higher temperature in the hearth. That would mean I could forge various materials I couldn't forge before. So I'll be much more used to you now. To everyone in Minato, in fact. The times I've tried and failed to get all the things in this forge working again. Most of this equipment has been gathering dust. But now, it's had a new lease on life. Minato could thrive again, like in the old days. And it's all come about thanks to you. I honestly don't know how to express my gratitude. Nothing I could say would be enough. Just... arigato. Thank you so much. Now that the karakuri are all working again, I'm eager to gather the materials I need to make these little ones of mine really shine. And it's got me thinking. There's this old hunter's camp up on the highlands to the north of the Blossom Trail. I've passed it a few times when I've been out looking for materials, but since no one's been using it, it's fallen into disrepair. If we could whip it into shape, I'm sure it would be a useful base to head out hunting from. which would be good for both of us. What do you say? Do you want to fix up the old camp together?
Sure. I think before I do that, though, let's pick up some of these quests.
Oh yeah? What is all the commotion outside? The town, alive again, with the hum of karakuri after all these years.
I never actually got to see what she
Longevity
sells.
lets us see so far into the looking glass of life. You may examine anything in as much detail as you please before you decide.
Sells rice, wheat, salmon, metal fitting, horse mackerel, dried fish, and dried red meat. Kind of makes me wonder, I'm trying to remember, I don't think they introduced any kind of fishing. So I'm kind of wondering if this is the only way to get fish right now.
Now, that which is now useless to you may be a treasure to another.
Ah, so I can sell a bunch of stuff too. Ah, it's modification material. Ingredients and talismans. Speaking of talismans, do I have any equipped?
Now, a little small talk, perhaps. Dear Hunter, have you heard the unfortunate news? Of the corpse found along the Blossom Trail. They have identified the poor soul at last. A fine young farming fellow. Such a waste. It was a customer of mine who happened upon the tragedy on his way to Minato via the Harvest Canyon. And now he comes under suspicion. There is no doubt in my mind that this is the work of Kemono. Yet not all appear to agree.
Because it's hogwash. Dansuke wasn't killed by any kemono.
Welcome back. Is my account really so hard to believe?
It makes no sense. Dansuke had some of the fastest legs in town. There's no way he would have let a kemono get him. Besides, I happen to know he got into a fight with someone from your store the day before he disappeared. If you ask me, you lot did him in, and then tried to make it look like the work of a kemono. No, but Kogyoku isn't one of us. She and her Crimson Treasury patrons can't be trusted.
You see what dreadful ill will befalls me? Could you possibly investigate the matter? A hunter's eye is what we need to see if this really was the work of Kemono or not. Or so say the skeptical few.
Waste of time. I'm sure these snakes will have covered their tracks. But go on. Be my guest.
I leave it in your ever-capable hands.
Alright. I just noticed I can't see YouTube chat. I forgot to capture that. Nothing's happened yet, so that's totally okay. But I need to see it just in case. Alright, so we've accepted that. Seems like there's 2 more to accept. What's this? Is there a legend I can refer to? I guess I won't know until I... Steward's residence. Closed caption even got that right. I'm pretty impressed about the closed captions. Hasn't been too many mistakes. Even used the right two there. Sometimes it uses the right two and sometimes it doesn't though. Kinda noticed that. Alright, there's another quest giver. Way over here. I don't know if they're above. Probably are. Jeez, are they way up here? Should've just fast traveled. What's a kid? Change location? Oh, elevator. Well, that's cool.
Are you the hunter who went to the Spirit Isle? The one who made the wheel turn? It made Ji-san so happy. I wanted to say thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Ji-san said it used to turn back in the day. That's before I was born. And he said it was a really big thing when it stopped turning. He tells me lots and lots of stories, you know? Oh, like the one about a huge tortoise on the Spirit Isle with coral on its back. Ji-san used to be a merchant, and he told me he saw a piece of its shell for sale once. Do you think there really is a kimono like that on the island? Could you go and have a look for me?
I think for the sake of me streaming long today, I might have to take my contacts out, so I'll probably go on a break once I accept all these other quests. Because don't want to have eye issues while I'm trying to press on.
Hands up,
Be a very short stream if that's the case. I kind of wanted to see if the closed captions degrade over time or they stay the same. So far, pretty accurate.
So you're back at last. Care to explain what's going on?
Are you drunk at least 90% of the time?
Every single karakuri in Minato is working again. I cannot believe it. Did you have a hand in this?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't even uses the percentile.
As usual. You're no stranger to the Spirit Isle, are you? Takes me back, thinking about that place. I hunted kimono there not long after I first came to Minato. This body of mine was less creaky back then. I was escorting a gathering party, if I remember rightly. All of a sudden, there was a scream from the bay. A giant bird had tried to take a child, and the father was beside himself. But luckily for him, the gallant Daidoji Ujishige wasn't far away. I pulled the child from the kimono's clutches and dispatched the beast in one fell swoop.
Good for you.
Well, I've always been skilled, especially at talking myself up. But if you need proof, go and see for yourself. There's bound to be more of them, ready to make off with another victim given half a chance. Oh, but if you are heading over there, don't take it lightly. That kimono was almost more than I could handle. Almost. I couldn't say if you'll be able to defeat it or not. But if you emerge victorious, I'll have to give you credit where credit's due. And if you don't, well, we'll laugh about it over a cup of sake. I'm looking forward to it either way.
Definitely need to change my contacts out. They It's not a very good contact day today. I have all the windows open too, so that could be the cause of it. Anything else I need to pick up, or do we go on break right now? Guess we'll go on break.